What's up, my fellow Scorpios? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. And I just want to say it is a true honor to be here giving you guys these messages. I hope they help remind you that you guys are the ones that have the power to listen to your inner intuition and to make the decision always that's best for you. And with that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, today there won't be any timestamps in the description box because I'm doing an entirely different style of reading. And we'll just get right into it, guys. So, Source, what messages do you have for Scorpio? How can we help them out along the journey? What do they need to know? So there is a sense that you may be in a controlling attitude right now, trying to offer somebody just very shallow love because you want them to be your true love. It's just this energy. It's a weird energy that's coming through right now. And you're afraid that you're not going to be able to get them and that you have to offer them something more than love, like material possessions, like a house, maybe a car. And you're missing the fact that this person really has their emotions under control. And I think that that's kind of what has you baffled, is that I feel like you've not actually dealt with anybody like this in the past. And you feel like because of that, that there's this sense of maybe they're, oh, okay, I see. You feel like maybe they're out just being, so I heard slutty. Just being, sleeping around and stuff like that. And that's why you feel like, oh, they only want money. Like, you're kind of seeing them as somebody that doesn't really care fully about love, but you're missing the fact that they really are truly in control of their emotions. And I think something's going to happen soon that actually shows you who they are in reality, or you're going to be shown the truth about them in regards to the connection that you have with them. And hopefully this will help you see beyond the romantic frustration that you've had or the upset that you've had with them. I don't feel like you're necessarily a controlling person. I feel like there's just this energy that you feel like you need to control the situation right now for fear of being rejected. Let's see what Source has to say. Source, what other messages do you have for Scorpio? Okay, what other messages do you have for Scorpio? It's interesting that the Judgment will come out right now because it's on the bottom of this other deck that I shuffled too. So, alright, let's see what's going to come out, guys. In regards to your channeled message, what messages do you have for Scorpio, Source? Okay, this one wants to come out. So you've had multiple options in the past, and that's why you're not used to this, Scorpio. Like, there's this sense of having a ton of options and never having to choose somebody. Is like you could just kind of take whatever you wanted and it was okay. That's what you wanted, so that's how it was going to be. I think you've had to do some thinking on this. Like, is there more to life? Is there more to relationships than just taking what I want? You know, Scorpios are very sexual by nature. Of course you guys are. It's like runs in your blood, right? Even though you guys are ruled by the solar plexus chakra, and again, it's just the astrology that I study. But you guys also have a very sexual tendency about you, and there's depth to you, and that's what makes it so. And I feel like you really want to win. You want to win with whoever it is that came in, that you made them an option. And you see that now. You see that you made them an option. You see that you made them feel important. And I feel like that has never been something that you'd had to consider before, because it was always just, and not in any selfish way, it was just always about you. It was always about you. So the reason you did this is because you thought they were trying to trick you. So I heard there's nobody that's this nice, or there's nobody that's this true or real. I feel like maybe that's the energy that you're coming from. You've never seen anybody that real before. And they're very much in their Emperor energy or Empress energy. It doesn't matter, right? They're very much in control of who they are. And it's like, I feel like they maybe have inspired you to look into your past, and they maybe have inspired you to see this. And I feel like this energy of you feeling like they tricked you, it's actually a mirror that you tricked them. Okay, this one does want to come out, but I want to see if that's your card. What other information can we give to Scorpio, Source? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe one more shuffle here. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. You had a lot of passion for them. There's no cards Cups. Yeah, look at that. There's no cards, cups coming out on the table. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups on the bottom in reverse, and then we have the Knight of the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this could be a Pisces or an Aquarius that you're dealing with, but there's definitely, you had a sense of blurred boundaries here. And you were really afraid of what was going to happen because I feel like they made you realize your sense of blurred boundaries. It's like you kept talking to friends and family about this person and they kept leading you in a certain direction in regards to that. We have the Lovers coming out here. This is about being connected with yourself on a deep spiritual level, right? There could absolutely be regards to this love interest. And it's like seeing them from a balanced state, because I think before you weren't. It was like, oh, they're just another option and I don't want that option. And now you're like, damn, like I really messed up. And, you know, with your energy on the bottom of the deck here, it's like you weren't seeing what was happening here. I think you wanted people to tell you how to move forward in the future. You're looking for other people to be your hero. You were looking for other people to save you because you didn't know how to save yourself emotionally or mentally or physically. You're in this energy of like needing approval from other people, Scorpio, and that was hard for you. It was hard for you to realize that this caused a sense of intrusiveness from others. Other people intruding in your business, creating situations that were hopeless. Because it was like they felt like, oh, great, I have control over what Scorpio's doing with their life. And now you want to move towards this person. You want to move towards them. It's like, you have to be careful though. I feel like there is a sense that you only want to offer them a physical relationship. It's very shallow. And you're hoping that that's going to be enough for them. But what you're not seeing is that they're like, look, you already tried that in the past. So this could have been something that you tried in the past and it didn't work out for you that time. But it's because you felt like, oh, well, yeah, that's because I had other people I was entertaining. And this is an addiction for you. This isn't an addiction for you. And I think that this person has helped you come to realize that in some way, shape, or form. But not only that, if they haven't made you see the addiction side of it, what they have made you see is that you do need to do some healing. You need to find out who you are. You need to learn about your strengths. You need to learn about what's going on with you. Yeah, you want to commit. You want to commit to this person. You want a marriage. You want a spiritual commitment, right? These are two very spiritual cards here. Now, the six in the Lovers talks about finding your own balance and seeing yourself from the divine. But it also, this card talks about having the mother wound and not being, it's like, so maybe you kept going to your mother to talk to your mother about this person and trying to figure out, how do I approach this person? And your mom was just not having it. Or it could have been a sister, an auntie, and somebody in your family that's very motherly, like holds that position in your life that you really trust on that level, right? And they just didn't like this person the way that you did, obviously. But they just didn't like this person at all. It was like they saw something about this person that really made them uncomfortable. And they didn't want to see you with them, right? They didn't want to see you with them. And so now we have the 5 of Wands coming out. Yeah, look at this. 5599. You have a lot of repeating numbers here. You didn't want to change. There's like this refusal to change the situation, to change who you are, to change what it is that you've done and the efforts that you've put in. I feel like you've never had to actually put in any real effort in any kind of relationship in your life. And so in this, it scared you in a way because it's like you really had to just to put in that effort. You had to put in a sense of trying more than, like, again, it's the effort that's coming through. I don't know really what I was trying to say there. I just totally lost my train of thought. But there's this sense that this blew you out of equilibrium with your egoic self. Like this is determining your ego. It like pushed you out of balance with your ego self. And so your spirit actually had a chance to come in and say, hey, we need to really look at what it is that we're doing on a deeper level. And I think that that's what it is. Like, you really wanted to win. Like, you want to succeed against great odds. And your ego is the great odds here. Your ego is what's causing a lot of discontent for you, right? So you could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, a Libra, and an Aries, a Virgo, a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Could also be a Pisces, another Scorpio. There's a lot of negativity. Somebody tricked you into believing something about this person that wasn't true. And I think that it had to happen because I think you had to realize that the only thing that you were going to really willingly offer this person was a chance to lay down with them. Like, I think that was hard for you because it's like, again, you never had to really make that decision in the future or in the past. Look at that. You're confused. You're lost. You're upset. 999 coming out together here. All on top of one another. Yeah, there's this sense of not knowing what to do next. You feel like this person was your fulfillment. You feel like they were there. They were there for you. This could have been a friend. And this friend came out and said something to you. It doesn't have to be. It could have just been, maybe it was just somebody that you never really knew. They never really knew you. But then they just said, you know, like, hey, Scorpio, I really care about you. And it's like you really cared about this person, but something happened along the way that just, it made you really stop and see what you were bringing to the table here. And this is not easy for Scorpio. I have my moon in Scorpio, and so I understand. Look at this. 4 9s, the Hermit coming out in reverse. Refusal to look into yourself. You're angry. You blame this person, and I feel like you want to shed light on the fact that this person's the one that tricked you, but here's the deal. You're the one that tricked them. Ooh, you're the one that tricked them, Scorpio, and they don't, like, that. They're okay with where they're at with you. Like, they're okay being in this energy over here by themselves. Like, they're in this place of, like, it's cool. If Scorpio's going to be like that, then let Scorpio be like that. There's nothing that I can do to change you. You know, part of this journey is owning what we've brought into the situation. You know, none of us are free from guilt. Right? I say that on all my videos. It's like sometimes these videos are going to be the harsh truth, and it's something that you need to hear. It's not what you want to hear. It's about what you need to hear. And sometimes, you know, we need a swift kick in the butt in order to move forward on our journey. Look at that. Look at that. You didn't want to see that you created a lot of emotional turmoil for this person. You really want there to be a convincing story here saying that they're the reason that you're the one having troubles being in a relationship right now, Scorpio. But no. This was self-sabotage. This was self-sabotage, and it was because you didn't want to see him, because you kept bringing other people into this, and these other people feed your ego. And this person that cared about you and that you care about, they didn't feed your ego like that, and that's what made you so mad. You're like, why can't they just feed my ego like everybody else does? Why can't they just do the things that everybody else does? Well, you're dealing with the Emperor. You're not just dealing with some Joe Smo on the side of the street here. You're not dealing with somebody that also wants their ego fed. You're dealing with somebody who has taken the spiritual steps on the journey. And now you want to travel towards them, but you're mad. Oh my God. The Two of Cups in the reverse. Like, Scorpio, what happened? This person was meant to be in your life. Whether this was a friend, a lover, it doesn't matter. This person was meant to be in your life. And now it's like being over this Emperor here, this is their energy. I'm not getting that this is your energy. I'm getting that this is their energy. It's like, this is saying that this person feels like this is what you did to them. You hurt them. Like, they're like, this is like somebody close to you let you down. This is somebody close to you lies to you. Somebody close to you just really like hurt you badly. And you're in this energy of like, no, this is like because I always have repeated bad relationships. This is because everybody always does this to me. This is because everybody hurts me. This is because everybody wants to see me fail. This person had nothing but good wishes for you. And here you were juggling. The Two of Coins in the reverse, it's like dealing with multiple things all at once. You had so many things going on. You could have been juggling this person with multiple people. Again, that option's coming out, 2-2 coming out for you here. You could have 2-2-2, right? You could have been juggling this person and you didn't want to take a risk. You didn't want to take the jump. You didn't want to take the journey. You were indecisive. Maybe they didn't fit the way that you wanted them to look. Maybe they didn't fit into the game with you. You were too busy networking and self-sabotaging yourself to see that this person was the high priestess, right? To see that this person had the intuition and they knew they were meant to be with you. Two coming out again, and then here's your energy, not wanting to transform. You don't want to let go of what this is like. This could be a death that happened in the family that maybe left you in a state of grief, but this is like being in a state of not wanting to transform and also being in a state of grief that's so bad that leaves you catatonic. But look, underneath that, I know that this is because you didn't want to transform, because under that, we have the House of God in reverse saying you need to face reality. There was absolute destruction here. This whole thing fell apart because you were trying to control it to work your way because you didn't want to give them love. You wanted their love, but you didn't want to give them love. You were too busy in this place of like, oh no, I'm going to use them. It's like, I heard it. I'm going to use them as a springboard. I have no idea why I'm actually shuffling these right now. I did not shuffle any of the others, but whatever. We're just going to go with it. Like the Seven of Cups coming out again in the reverse. Yeah, your boundaries. You don't have any solid boundaries. Look, the Eight of Cups coming out again in the reverse right there. See it? Look, you don't have any boundaries with the people who are in your family, with who are in your life. It's like you let them determine what it is that you're doing with your life. Now I know why they wanted me to shuffle. I hear one more time. And now you see them becoming successful, and now you think that it's unfair. Like, you're like, no, like, they're getting my success. Whoa, Scorpio, back your shit up. I'm sorry, and this could be somebody doing it to you. So if this is somebody doing it to you, just understanding that energies are interchangeable, right? They're fluid, so it's however. But again, I'm going to read it as it comes out to me, and this is how it's coming out, is that you were just in this place of being so hurt that you didn't want to see the truth of who this person was. And then when you did see the truth of who this person was, it was like you went into immediate competition mode with this person. And going into immediate competition mode with this person, you just wanted to blame them for everything that happened. And there's no communication here. There's no, it's like you wanted to succeed with this person, but again, you spent time tricking them. And the reason you tricked them is because you wanted them to do what you wanted them to do. Yeah, your own worst enemy. Look at this, the King of Wands coming out in the reverse. This is your own worst enemy here. You're the reason that this went south because you couldn't make a decision. And you couldn't see yourself in a light other than the way you want to see yourself in. And that's some people, like, they don't want to see themselves in a different light. Like, they want to think that their shit don't stink. Look at that. Nosiness, intrusiveness. So now you spy on this person. Now you spend time watching what this person does, and it just fuels your anger. Look at all this love here on the table. It's like you wanted this person's cup, but you couldn't learn how to fill up your own. All the Cups cards have come out in reverse. Hold on just a second. There's like no Cups cards in the upright here. All your Cups cards are coming out in the reverse, making an appearance in the reverse. You have 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Come on, guys. Like, what happened? What happened? You wanted commitment with this person, but they just surprised you. The Emperor coming out again, and you still see them as the Emperor. You still see them as the Emperor because you don't want to change your perspective on this. Like, you have this slanted view on things. What did I say? It's like you want to see things from the way that you want to see them. And now you see this person in the glow up. Like, they're in this place of becoming completely wanted by other people. They're in this place of being wanted by the whole world. Like, this is Aries energy. They've started something, and they didn't start it with you. Look, you see them on a path to a positive outcome, and you see them in King of Coins energy. Like, you're watching this happen. You're watching as they're getting success with their coins. You're watching as they're becoming successful, and you're still in this place of feeling burdened by this relationship. Not only that, look, the Nine of Swords coming out again. You're in this energy of like, how could they do this to me? How could they do this to me? How could they go and be successful without me? Come on, Scorpio. If all you had to offer was an empty cup, what did you expect? This person being an Emperor energy, shows that they've done the work. It shows that they've gone the extra mile for themselves. Nobody can do this work for you. You have to do it for yourself. But I feel like you really thought that some way, shape, or form that you had a saying in the way that this person had their glow up. No, you didn't, because you haven't been there. You've been in the background spying on them, seeing what it is that they're doing, and you see them successful. You see them having their, wow, that was a lot. I did not want that, but whatever. You see them being successful and it bothers you. You're just kind of like, wow, how could that person go and do it? Well, you need to change. You need to change, and you need to see commitment is a two-way road. Nobody's going to make you happy. Happiness comes from within. Be patient. Yeah, it's not just because this person's being successful without you doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. You just have to be patient and heal. You have to heal yourself. Like, this is a lot. This is so weird that this would come out. So this is, for some of you, this is a friendship. For others of you, this is a relationship that you wanted. And it says, when I first saw you, I about fell up out my chair. Yeah, so like you have, like you're just like, wow, that person is amazing. Like that person's beautiful. They're sexy. They're handsome, right? Like I said, this Queen of Wands energy, they're definitely in their Queen of Wands energy. And it's like, you're just like, are you kidding me? Look at this. Blinded by the wish it will work out. Yeah, you wished and prayed and hoped that they wouldn't see you. You wished and prayed and hoped that they would just be that one person that would go the extra mile. And I feel like they did. But you couldn't appreciate it because you're dealing with a mother wound from way back when, or a father wound, and you don't want to heal that, and so you're stuck in this emotional ego that's keeping you in a slanted perspective. And it's not fair to you to stay in this place regardless of what has happened with this person. I feel like they've completely moved on. They're not really interested in looking at you. It's just like they see what has happened, and it's just like they're like, okay, cool, you know, that's the way that Scorpio wants to be. Cool, I'm just gonna let it go and move on because I got other things to worry about. Like that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor doesn't stay stuck in the past. The Emperor is like, cool, it's like that's how you want to be, fine, I'm not gonna let you stop me. And I feel like you really thought if you walked away from this person their whole life would stop, but it didn't. Hand in the coconut. So the reason that I wrote this is because I was showing, it's like, and I've talked about this many times, that it's like a squirrel with a coconut. And there's a peanut inside the coconut, and the squirrel has just enough room to reach his hand down into the coconut, right? Grabs the peanut, but now he can't pull his hand out of the coconut. This is your peanut inside of the coconut. You're so stuck on holding on to the peanut. You can't just let it go and turn the coconut over to get your peanut. You're more concerned about holding on to it and trying to pull your hand out. It's time for you to let this go. It's time for you to let it all go. Yeah, listening to binaural beats. I feel like there's something inside of you that's being repressed, and you need to start listening to binaural beats or meditating in order to allow it to release, right? This is that energy of being able to heal an aspect of yourself, even if you might not know what it is. Your throat chakra, you're not speaking your truth. Didn't I say there was no communication here? Again, that's why the throat chakra is coming out. It's like you couldn't even communicate how you felt to this person. You just expected them to know. And being that my moon is in Scorpio, trust me, I understand this. As a Scorpio, sometimes you just expect people to know what is on your mind. And I'm just going to tell you, people are not mind readers, okay? Surrender. Let it unfold the way it is meant to. You have no control of this. There's nothing that you can do to control what's going to happen with this. It's like you just have to, at this point, like I said, let it go. You have to let it go. It's a toxic relationship. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that this whole time it feels like it's been a bash on Scorpio, but it's not. You have to realize that this created a toxic relationship for yourself. This person gave too much to you, and they built too much on your ego, and that's toxic to you. That's toxic to you, and you were toxic to them. Right? Like, it doesn't mean that you were the toxic one and that they weren't toxic at all. And I'm not saying this so that you can place blame on them. I'm saying this so that you understand when it's a toxic relationship, there's toxicity on both sides because it's like bringing out the worst in each party. Look, heart chakra coming out here. Yeah, you need to reconnect with your love for yourself. Yoga for balance. Coming into a place of balance. You need to balance yourself. You need to come into a place of truth with yourself. You need to stop trying to figure out what you can do to manipulate the situation so that it'll one day work out. It's not even about that at this point. This is literally just about letting things be. I think that there's so... Wow, okay. So they want this one. I'm going to take this one. There's so much that has happened in regards to this connection. I don't think that there's anything you can do to fix it. It's just you kind of have to let Source determine the outcome now. And that's going to be hard for you because you're going to want to control it. Hold on just a second, guys. Yeah, so there's just this energy of like expecting somebody to change. I apologize, guys. I had a whole craziness go on. So wherever I was wherever I was. But it's like they just want you to let it unfold now and let it happen the way that it's meant to happen. Because I think that's the best that you can do. You can't fix what's broken, right? Look, and this card coming out on the bottom, it says, it's the number 49. It says, actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions, right? It's like, at this point, nothing you say is going to convince this person that you've changed. This is always, to me, the actions speak louder than words card. So I feel like I need to bring that out. Definitely goes in hand. So I'm definitely tapped in, whether this is your energy or somebody else's energy. It doesn't matter. And a lot of you guys may take this personally, you know. I get it. But at the same time, if it's what you need to hear, like I said, there have been moments when I didn't want to listen to what was being told to me by Source. And then finally, it was like, okay, I really have to honor what it is that I'm bringing into the situation. And in doing so, it's like I'm the one that figured out, okay, so you know what? Just because I was always nice didn't mean that I was free from toxicity. Just because I was always kind didn't mean that I wasn't being, you know, a bitch too. It doesn't mean that. It means that we're all capable of the good as well as the bad. And can you honor the fact that sometimes you're the one that shows up with the bad? There's actually a lot of healing that comes from that. There's a lot of healing that goes into that. Right? And look, I feel like this is something that you're healing. We've got Orca's songlines coming out on the bottom, number 3. This is a family generational curse. It was 27:27 on the clock when I said that, which you guys won't see. It'll be a couple of seconds ahead of that because I had an intro. But yeah, I was like, this is healing something that's been along in your family for a while. Yeah, you need to get back in touch with your spirituality. Again, with this Hermit in the reverse, it's like you need to get back in touch with your own spiritual self. Get in touch with your ancestors. Get in touch with your guides. Get in touch with Source. Pray. You know, spend time praying. Spend time meditating. Again, is coming back out. It's like spending time in that silence so that you can find your own answers. It's like this is about letting go of the emotional ego. And the emotional ego sometimes will control us through and through. And we're not realizing it. We're thinking, oh, again, that statement of my shit don't stink. It's coming up again. It's like, we really think that, but then after you let go of the ego, you see, wow, the ego shit really did stink, right? Like, then you've got summer solstice. Like, allow yourself to radiate. Allow yourself to shine, Scorpio. You're still a beautiful person. You always have been. You're strong. You're amazing. You can overcome so much. But there's this sense of a fear that somebody's going to leave you behind, or you couldn't believe that somebody did better than you. And it's like, you have to overcome that. That's a trigger for you. That's a trigger that you need to face. And when you face that, the healing that comes from that will be so relieving. So relieving. Sorry, they dropped off my grandpa's dog. So look, and then we've got number 40 coming through, sacrifice, bull. So this is Taurus energy coming in. This is being stubborn. Like, you have to sacrifice your emotional ego so you can see the truth, right? And with the lightning in here, it's about the dualities. It's like seeing that without lightning, there cannot be thunder. Like, you have to have, in order to have the good, you have to have the bad. And that's within each one of us as well. We all go through this, having to have the good and the bad. There's nothing else that comes from that. You really have to learn how to sacrifice the want to always be on top and allow yourself to see yourself for who you are. Look, look out, bear. We've got number 14, ask for help. What do you really need? And be willing to ask and accept support. So let's read this one because I think this is so important for you. It's the truth. Look at how she's like this mermaid asking this father figure for help. It's like, and he's willing to give that advice. And this to me is like symbolic of asking. This is symbolic of asking source for help. It says there is so much support available to you. You only need to ask for help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride as they do not benefit you nor give you what you desire. Perhaps you feel inundated by challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluate your feelings. Evaluating your feelings will enable you to effectively communicate what you want. Asking for help may seem scary and you may feel vulnerable. There are plenty of people who would love to be there for you. It is not demeaning to ask for help. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal needs. Release any feelings around being a burden to others. People love to help others, and it is really healthful and smart to ask for help. It is important to know when extra help is needed. And I feel like that's right now, it's like you've wanted to do everything on your own and you wanted to appear a certain way and you're the one that wanted to be the one that went all the way. And I feel like this person left you and it was like, oh, now that they left, they're going to see how great I am. Like, I really get this very, it's just a very weird energy that's coming through right now. And and I understand it. It's like, I'm better than everyone and they're going to all see me shine. And until they see me shine, I'm going to have to continue to try and prove myself. But there's nothing that you need to prove. Asking source, asking your ancestors, asking spirit for help in order for you to see what maybe went awry here. Maybe it's just you're not able to see it and you just need help seeing it, right? So we have number 10, and 10 is about leadership, right? And I feel like being put here, you feel this person coming up into leadership and there's still that sense coming through that they took what was yours and they didn't. But let's see what this card says. It says the Empress of Pearl. Because I feel like this is a thing. You're just missing your own being. It says you have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided we are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Can I just throw this card down and be done? Because that's everything I've been saying. Like, you just need to heal. If you guys have made it this far, you're willing to listen. And that's good. That means you're open to healing. Seeing challenges as a way to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on the growing light rather than getting caught up in suffering. Natural pearls are rare, lustrous feminine gems created within a living organism, the pearl oyster. They have a unique creation process. Natural pearls are created when a foreign entity, such as a grain of sand or parasite, finds its way into the pearl oyster. The oyster reacts and creates layers of pearlescent substance, creating a warmly glowing treasure within. Just like the beautiful and rare natural pearl, you have a unique spiritual beauty to offer the world. Your pearl is your precious gift, something unique that is being born through your experiences and consciousness that cannot be created or copied by another because it is your own unique soul light. Any struggles you have experienced are a karmic gift to help you grow this inner exquisite offering to support the spiritual evolution of humanity. Once you recognize this, you can dispense with your struggles more swiftly, using them to help you grow and not adding unnecessary energy or focus to the problem, which might make it grow instead. This is like exactly what you need to hear, because the thing is that you are amazing, you are perfect, you are beautiful, and you have something so beautiful to offer. But I feel like you're seeing everybody else as your competition, and that's creating a block within you and not seeing your own light. You're not seeing your own truth. You're not seeing your own gift. Open yourself up, Scorpio. Allow yourself to transform and to bring this pearl within you to the world. You deserve it, and the world deserves you. This is what I have for you. I'm sending out so much light and love to you, and I hope that this helps you heal. And remember that you have the power. Nobody is your competition but yourself. Okay? That being said, I'm going to get out of here. But as always, go forth boldly, my fellow Scorpios, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.